So guys, this was actually how everything started. I want to welcome you to this YouTube channel. That's the voice of Senator Wamboyi.
The point we are trying to draw home here.
You can all hear all of what he's saying at the moment.
This is an attempt to
when the issue between Senator Natasha and Senator Akpabio started.
This is not the first time this woman is doing this. This is a woman that have accused Ayabelo of sexual harassment. This is the same woman that have accused the. I'm coming. Allow me to flow.
Probably disprove.
Allow me to flow.
Okay.
This is the same woman that accused Remno Mokri, the former media aide to Jonathan, of sexual harassment. This is a woman I saw in a video yesterday accusing a minister of sexual harassment. Are you the only woman in Nigeria, Senator Natasha? Right. What is wrong with you?
Ooh, your mic.
But Senator Wemboyi,
okay, 1 second.
This is madness.
Senator Wemboyi, just because
Nigerian women should rise against it. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
Senator Natasha is falling game for Nigerian women trying to enter politics because nobody will vote for a woman. No, I'm telling you, if women can behave this way, then that is danger.
Well, that's a generalization. That's a generalization.
And I have my points.
Senator Wemboyi, that's a generalization.
In this latent provocation, you accuse it. You want to sexually harass me. Who are you?
All right.
A mother of 6.
She's a woman.
A mother of 6 from different men. Without going to her character. This is a mother of 6 from different men.
All right. There's
I don't think that her character is not questionable.
But finally, things have actually gone another way, because from all of what is going on at the moment, from the statement he actually made against Senator Natasha. Now, let me just give you a breakdown of what happened a few months ago. Senator Natasha, representing Kogi Central Senatorial District in the Red Chamber, was suspended for 6 months by the Senate President, Akpabio, for misconduct and for violating Senate rules and standing rules and all of that. But there is something that stands, and that was the allegation of Senator Natasha against the Senate President. And among several people that actually came out to defend the Senate President was Senator Wamboyi. I think you can still remember the interview or the video where he was actually insulting Obi Ezekwesili, calling her several names, you understand? Also, the wife of Senator Akpabio came out to defend Senator Akpabio, stating that Senator Akpabio is her husband and he will never do something of such, you understand? But guys, let me just play this particular video. I want you to watch the video to the end. Yes, that's just making me understand that things have actually, another thing has happened entirely, of which from what we had at the moment is that the government is going to sanction Senator Wamboyi for that statement and for defamation, Now, you need to know that there are several cases in court, still pending in court at this point in time. One of it was the sexual harassment case. One of it was the allegation against Senator Natasha by the federal government. Although the Janji lawyer, a very renowned lawyer in Nigeria, actually stated something, a few days ago, stating that doesn't mean that all of the allegations of Senator Natasha will just die down like that. And because, for some time now, nobody's actually talking about it again. And if I may ask, what do you think will eventually end all of this saga at the moment? The sexual harassment claim, the allegation, the case between Senator Natasha and Wamboyi and Senator Godswill Obot Akpabio. Drop your response at the comment section and give a thumbs up.
What we're talking about right now is Senator Wamboyi. Right? Now, he's the senator. Let me refresh your mind about him. He's the one that stood in for the Senate President to attack or to talk back at Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, and also the former Minister for Education, Obi Ezekwesili, during the hearing at the House. Now there's a twist and turn. Philip, tell me. Twist and turn. He's been sued.
So interesting. Nigeria is a real drama. I think five just define Nigeria with one word. Say we the politicians were 13 the
On
masses,
social media.
on social media. We don't really quarrel. We just entertain the masses, and then we get paid for it, and we, fat largesse in our bank account. It's laughable that the federal government is suing Senator Nwabonyi for defaming Senator Natasha. Senator Natasha, the National Assembly, suspended for 6 months, went to court for her right, and the court could not make a consequential order, and both parties went to court on appeal, and then both parties claimed victory. From nowhere, Senator Natasha resumed office, and we didn't hear anything about that matter all over again. But what we're hearing is that the federal government had filed 5 count charges against a sitting senator, Nwabonyi from Ebonyi, for defaming Natasha, and the quoted statement he made on live TV such as Arise TV, TVS, and Channel, and others, not our own media. So it's a laughable matter. The matter I thought should be between Natasha and Senator Nwabonyi and Nwabonyi.
Yeah.
If she feels so strongly that she's been defamed, that the statement could tarnish her image before the public. But the reverse is the case. The federal government has actually quoted some section of the, the penal code and the rest of them, stating that, this is what the section says. So the question I ask myself, what does the federal government intend to achieve by this, adventure? Because I call it adventure. Is that the most serious matter today in this country that the federal government need to attend, especially as it relates to criminality? That if you prosecute Senator Nwabonyi successfully for defaming Senator Natasha, that it will reduce crime and will serve as a deterrent for criminal element from committing crime. Sometimes we just wonder if those in government really know what they are there for.
If they put on their thinking cap.
Exactly. That's why I say if they know what they are there for. Do they really know?
Now, Peter, don't also forget it was this same senator that said that if you are descending from the airport, that's Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, there are a lot of shanties and all that they should be relocated. And some of these all the ones in the have they been relocating people from their villages. Is it that easy? Now, how did it get here? Now, what is the benefit of the federal government?
See, I'm concerned. We're not seeing from this angle. I'm troubled that the federal government is doing this line. The question now is why Nwabonyi? We all know that Nwabonyi is 120% support of this government. What are they doing? They want to use him as an example. They will not go through with the case because with this trajectory now, first it was natasha against akpabio. See, they said Natasha defamed akpabio. Instead of akpabio going to court, it was federal government. I went to court on behalf of akpabio. Now, Nwabonyi, they're suing him. See, this trajectory will not help Nigeria. This is a civil matter. They should go and sort and say about what it means tomorrow. PK, if me and you quarrel,
federal government will come in your defense.
So what? They will start picking people. They will start picking cases that not irrelevant. That's okay. If you complain, say they are witch hunting, they say we did it to Nwabonyi. That's one of us. This case is going nowhere. You just want to keep Nwabonyi for tomorrow. If I ask you that, if you talk to say they are picking opposition, they will flash Nwabonyi. It's Nwabonyi not in APC. As Philip said, what is the gain for this? What are they trying to do? Is this that they don't have work? If they don't have work, I want to give them work. No. Godfrey Naji has resigned. It is alleged that he forged his certificate. Why come they don't take him to court? No, if they don't hold, Godfrey Naji should be taken to court. He ate salary for how many months illegitimately?
He's a criminal.
So why they not do that? They are looking for things to distract us. Nwabonyi just for what they want to do tomorrow. Let's mark my word. Nwabonyi just for them to have a something they will fall back to. If you say they are returning the opposition, they'll flash Nwabonyi. That's what they're doing. This case is going nowhere.
Philip, Peter just tingled my mind, and I remembered something that someone wrote on social media and said that about the coup and said that there was no coup, that the federal government just want to distract people's attention to make sure that people don't, they are not concentrating on what they are thinking, especially this free Nnamdi Kanu's protest and all that. Now, Peter is saying that the same way, it could also be possible that the federal government is just saying that, oh, we are not just
attacking opposition.
One of our own too is suffering. Do you think about it like that?
I agree with Peter 100%. This federal government is full of tricks, like he said in our previous episode, and we've always said it, that this present government, all they know how to do is to play politics with every single issues. They forget to realize that their duty is for governance, to ensure that they deliver on their promises. But they are not concerned about their promises. All they are concerned about is how to play politics of the next election. All they are doing, I can't help but to agree with Peter that there will be a crampdown on the opposition on flimsy excuses like this, where when you say they will flash, Senator Wahalaa, like the issue of the coup. I'm glad you somebody had wrote about it and you are saying it. I said, if there's coup, we are talking about justice. There should be justice to all. What they said, yes, because they envisage that the free Nnamdi Kanu can snowball to anything. So they are now preparing the mind of Nigeria, of those they want to victimize ahead, that there's a coup at 10. So that if free Nnamdi Kanu protest snowball, they just go ahead to pick those people and say that they are plotting a coup. This is what that man is saying, and I can't help but to agree with him. You understand? Yeah. So the truth remains that, there's nothing is coming out of that. It's rather, it's all about politics. What they will use it to achieve, to enable them retain themselves in office called 2027.
Nobody did not defend federal government. It did not defend Tinubu. Yeah. It did not defend DSS. Yeah. It did not defend any institution of government. Why is government putting money to take into account?
And they never spoke about the suspension of Natasha.
The question is even why now?
Why now?
The matter is his match. You said he defamed her as his match. Why taking her to court? Taking him to court now? It tells you that there's more than meet the eyes. It's not their intention to prosecute him.
It's not.
But just to achieve,
they want to use it to achieve a purpose. Not even a cover up. It's to achieve a means to an end. It's a means to an end. I've told you, all they are plotting is how to retain themselves in power in 2027. So
election,
every plotting is a chess game. They're just the punch. And
but if the people get increased electricity, right? As in more of electricity. If the people get better roads, if the people get security improved in our society, the government automatically becomes popular. If the government did internal roads, existing roads that we have, and forget a road that costs billions per kilometer, don't you think this government will be quite popular?
That's what we have always advocated on this platform. Is especially through General Kafo. He said, look, we are not saying that we are not interested in changing government. We are interested in Nigeria that work for every one of us. That the government should deliver on its promises, such as good infrastructures, health, education, security, and improve economy. Remove people from the street. Get them to work. Get them engaged. Try and bring in investors.
What you are saying, let me put in a nutshell. What you just said is that their scorecard cannot guarantee the next election. That's why doing what you're doing. Because if they've done everything you've said, they will not be troubled. Like, go to Abia State. The man is not troubled. If he knows if this election is free and fair, that he has won the election. So this government knows that this is their scorecard might not get them over the line. Yeah. So they are looking for other means to achieve what they want to achieve. And again, I can't but agree with Okafor. Nobody wants this government to fail because it's our money that's been wasted. It is our time that's been spent. We're not getting younger. If this government has failed within 4 years, I'm 4 years older. I've lost 4 years of my life. Or what should I achieve gain from a government that's worked. So Nigeria wants this government to work. Nigeria wants this government to succeed. Nigeria wants progress. So they've entered, they still seeing themselves as opposition. They say others see the opposition. They're not seeing themselves governing. So if they govern appropriately, we will not be talking about hunger on the streets. Okay, if there is hunger, at least it won't be this massive. It's widespread. Like they say, it's multidimensional poverty that is what you see in Nigeria today. Our public schools are not working. Our public hospitals are not working. So they have so much to do. They have so much that work against them. That's why every opposition, they are jostling to who will be on that candidate. But this government, they have so much things working against them. The good they have in a bag is little compared to the negative they have in a bag. So I've quite feel for the government. They had opportunity, they blew it. This government came in with when we had the worst governance, Buhari. We had the worst governance under Buhari. So if people have done 40%, Nigeria would have been applauding.
Like what Wike is doing now.
Like what's happening in Abia State? For Ghana, what he has not performed any miracle, honestly. The successive government has failed the Abia State. So whatever Oti does, we magnify it. Because we live in that state for almost 24 years of PDP reign. Nothing happened. So that's what this government have cashed out. They should have cashed out based on this past government did nothing. We have been applauding them. But as we said, they said they will continue from good work of Buhari when Buhari stopped. So they've continued.
All right, we'll be putting a tab on this one boy's case, but like we already said, Peter said it, Philip said it as well, that it looks as if it's just a charade.
It's a charade.
To see whether, if you complain about the opposition, you said, no, we're not only dealing with the opposition. Look at the same thing too.